So we had this like trudging along market, seasonal basis. Things weren't really moving. And then it was like, boom, December, all of a sudden, everybody took their properties off the market. Houses that I couldn't sell sold.
This episode is brought to you by Shrubs.me.
So November, right? So our team was up 62% year over year on sales for our November, our month of November compared to last year's
How
November.
much?
62%. Uh, Market was down, I think 15 or
What?
16%. So it's
Hold
like
on
we
a
got
sec.
like
How?
it means we just sold 62% more properties our team did in November of 2025 than we did in November 24.
What about volume? Volume.
I
How
don't
did
know. I don't
volume
I don't have the
compare?
volume number. But regardless of that, to
God sakes, DK.
regardless of that,
That's
sales from
important.
the Toronto real estate board are down, you know.
Down.
I had one multiple offer I was in this week. It was like a sweet property that was in a great location and it was priced well. And there was a bully offer that came in and it went for like 400 something thousand over asking. So we were way off, right? So there is still some hot properties in the core that people are buying. I had, this condo that I was telling you about and then another, conditional sale recently. So, I mean, those people are out there, but we're hearing right now that there's pre-approvals in the bank. So, I mean, I heard it from another banker, another colleague of mine heard it from another guy at the bank that their November pre-approvals were up 45%,
Hold on a second.
right?
Can you take us back in time to last November and what it looked like? Because I don't remember what the hell was going on yesterday, let alone last November.
So no,
Were numbers that bad then?
last November, right? We had only just started to cut rates. Rates take them anywhere between 12 and 18 months to start um, to make their way into the economy. So we had just started to coming into the rate cut cycle, and so there was still a lot of downward pressure. The condo market hadn't collapsed as bad as it is yet. It was just sort of working its way towards collapsing even more, but it was going down each month. The detached market was holding up. So we were actually seeing like pretty decent numbers from 2022, 2023, and 2024 that were all pretty similar. So we didn't have to go like crazy, analysis into comps because there was like a ton of comps that you could use that were still valid 6 months ago, right? Like the price
But were there
differential wasn't too
sales?
big.
Were there
Yeah,
sales?
sales were decent. Now,
Decent.
um, yeah, so like it was good, but it was just one of those like stalling markets. It wasn't until December when prices started to climb again. So we had this like trudging along market, seasonal basis. Things weren't really moving. And then it was like, boom, December, all of a sudden, everybody took their properties off the market. Houses that I couldn't sell sold. People that put their houses on the market in December and a couple weeks of January, I'm getting like multiple offers for, and it's like going
That
crazy.
was
And
a
everyone's
year
like, the
ago?
market, that was a year ago. And I was like, people are
What?
like, the market's back. It's insane. And I'm like, this
Oh
is
yeah, I
great.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, and then it died. By the end of January, all the people put their properties back on the market again, and we're like, the market's back. And the buyers were like, there's a bunch of inventory again. Why am I gonna, go crazy for something? And they ended up, going down from the peak, which was third week of January.
So hold on a sec. So last November sales were good, or you, like
Sales were
what?
slow. Sales were trudging along from where they had been for the last 2 years. So
So
it
so
wasn't an
how?
exceptional month. There was lots of inventory. People were frustrated they couldn't sell. People hadn't adjusted to the new prices. They were still thinking about 2022 prices. Nobody's bringing up 2022 in 2025. There's no sellers coming to me saying my neighbor sold for this much in 2022. Can you still get it for me? Like they're all totally adjusted now.
Okay,
But
but hold on a
2024
sec.
wasn't the case.
You guys did that much better than last November, but the
Yeah,
rest of the market
went
didn't.
down.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you guys doing so good right now?
Well, I told you this before. It was just simply people come towards a bigger, more trusted brand than they would go to their cousin or their brother or whoever to sell their home because obviously you don't want to take any chances.
So
But
is
more
Tom
importantly,
is like Tom's story super busy right now?
I don't know. I mean, he did a deal this week with us, so
Yeah.
we love Tom's story right now. But the main thing is this:
Get her done,
what
Tommy.
change what changed between this November and last November for the overall board? And that's when you start getting into the economics of things, and that's when you start looking at how many people right now are struggling, how many more
Ooh.
people are starting to renew those mortgages.
Desperation
How,
has
how many how
kicked
many
in.
people are coming to me now with more mortgages than they owe on the property?
Yeah.
Or sorry, more mortgages than the property's worth.
So where are we? We're on that desperation part of this bubble chart thingamabobber that everybody always has to reference? Is that
I,
where we're
I,
at?
I don't know if we're even there yet, to be
We're
honest with you.
not even there yet. We're just getting
No,
warmed
there's
up with
just
the
like some
desperation
people that are
phase.
there. There's just some people that are there who like need to sell, who are just like, I gotta sell and help me get it done. And they're not aware yet of the market. So we're still dealing with those people. They're still coming to us and they're not at the 2022 highs anymore, but they're not at the point now where they're willing to do anything for it, you know, which is
It's
good.